from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
They're living their nightmare that they were so every day fearful of. This disease.
Her son to a drug overdose, an area mom is calling on other families to share their stories online in hopes of change. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight. This website has hundreds of faces on it. Each person has died as a result of an opioid epidemic. It's called Celebrating Lost Loved Ones, and there's a mission behind it.
The creator of the website says when someone dies from drugs, the community doesn't always understand that they are everyday people who we love. And it's happening everywhere across the country. Valley News Team's crime and safety reporter Nicole Johnson has more.
Sometimes it's like survivor's guilt. Like, I would do anything to trade with Josh. Why not me instead?
The loss of her son hasn't gotten any easier for Janine Guffey, just different.
I can talk about it now without falling completely to pieces. It still clouds every day. There's not like a day that goes by where many times I don't think about it.
Josh Nelson died 3 years ago when heroin took his life.
He was a young man who had a lot of dreams. He really wanted a family.
Nelson's story is typed here with loving words from his mom on this website, Celebrating Lost Loved Ones. So far, his is the only post in Fargo on the site, but there are hundreds of other stories. Like this one, where a 19-year-old who was trying hard to fight his addiction, but overdosed.
Bringing it out into the light and shedding some reality on it helps humanize the whole situation for everyone, because I don't honestly believe that there's people that aren't touched by it.
The amount of people shown on the map is just the tip of the iceberg. Since adding her son, Guffey has also lost her sister. They believe she overdosed as well.
And I know both Josh and Roxanne would want us to not be silent and to tell their story, because none of us are ashamed.
The more people who share their stories could make a difference on laws, policies, and support services, according to Guffey, just by showing the reality of the crisis and the loved ones lost. Nicole Johnson, Valley News Live.
The site's creator started it because he lost his brother to an overdose. If you or someone you know wants to add a loved one's name to the site, we have the link at valleynewslive.com. Just click on this story.
The North Dakota Department of Health has confirmed the state's first West Nile virus-related death of the year. Due to health and privacy laws, they could only say the man lived in eastern North Dakota and was older than 60 years old. Yesterday, family members told us that the man who died is 76-year-old Arnold Esterby of Fargo. Esterby's family also told us in an exclusive interview that in the span of 5 days, Esterby felt weak, went to the hospital, and died. If you would like to see the full interview, head to our website at valleynewslive.com.
A man is dead after a head-on crash in Barnes County, North Dakota. It happened late last night on Highway 1, just north of Catherine. Investigators say the man was driving south when another car heading north crossed the center line and struck his car head-on. He was pronounced dead on the scene. The male driver of the other car was injured.
The names of the people involved in a deadly crash near Cooperstown, North Dakota, have been released. The Highway Patrol says 37-year-old Alan Goyne of Findlay was killed when his car went off the road on Highway 200 Tuesday night. His passenger, 28-year-old Tanisha Dean of Cooperstown, was hurt and flown to a Fargo hospital. No word on what caused the crash.
It's been great to see the sunshine today and the nice temps. So will anything change tonight? Let's find out from meteorologist Justin Fanfarelli in First Weather. Justin?
Yeah, thank you, Mike and Andrea, and good evening, everybody. Yeah, we're going to see not that many changes tonight. Clear skies out there with that wind from the south continuing to keep us relatively warm. Plenty of sunshine, as you can see on our map. Just a few passing clouds as you make your way off to the west of the Jamestown and Devils Lake area. You have to make your way into portions of northeastern Wyoming Wyoming before you start to run into any shower and thunderstorm activity. So most of the area is dry and it's warm out there. 80 in Fargo, 81 Jamestown Devils Lake, and 72 out toward Bemidji. Now, as we go through this evening, going to keep that breezy southerly wind, and temperatures will stay warm because of it. Mainly clear skies into the upper 70s by 7 p.m., lower 70s by 8, and we are going to be near 70 by the 9 p.m. hour, still with mainly clear skies. You're going to stay mainly clear as we go through Friday and for the first part of the day on Saturday, and then a much better chance of some showers and storms as we approach Labor Day. And we'll have the details coming up.
All right, thanks, Justin. And remember, you can stay up to date on the weather conditions where you are anytime on your smartphone or tablet. Just download the Storm Team Weather app to get the latest weather conditions and even follow the radar live. Search VNL Weather in the App Store.
A University of North Dakota police officer on bike patrol has nabbed a suspect who was breaking into cars on campus. 35-year-old Christopher Sibjornson is accused of burglarizing 3 cars. He's been charged with multiple counts, including theft of property and criminal mischief. Police would like to remind everyone to keep their vehicles locked and valuable items out of view.
2 men are in jail after getting busted with cocaine in Wahpeton. Hector Brito and Christopher Baxter were arrested for possession with the intent to distribute cocaine. Police say a package with about 60 grams of cocaine was intercepted before it could be delivered to Baxter's home. The 2 went to the post office to pick up the package and were taken into custody. The investigation was conducted by the SEMCA Drug Task Force and the United States Postal Inspection Office. Investigators are hoping cell phone records will establish a timeline in the kidnapping and murder of a 5-year-old Minnesota girl. A search warrant says Zach Anderson refused to be questioned by detectives after he was arrested. Anderson is charged with murder, kidnapping, sexual assault, and auto theft. Prosecutors believe he kidnapped Elena Erdl while spending the night with her family.
New details tonight in the case involving the kidnapping of a 5-year-old Bemidji girl. Police say they believe Melissa Norby, the babysitter, may have helped plan the kidnapping. Jacob Kinn was charged with kidnapping Brittany Balser 2 months ago after she disappeared from a trailer that burned to the ground, killing Norby. Kinn still hasn't been charged with the killing of Norby, and a search warrant has changed the entire investigation. This warrant indicates that detectives reviewed text messages between Norby and Kinn in which they discussed a possible kidnapping. Police say that Kinn admitted to having a sexual relationship with Norby. Search teams found Brittany alive in a camper the day after she disappeared. Kinn also has not been charged with arson or sexual assault in the case, but he is due back in court later this month.
Beware of storm chasers or storm scammers if you're considering having your your damaged roof fixed following the hailstorm this past weekend. State Farm says siding and roofing companies from out of our area will come to town over the next week and go door to door offering to fix your storm damage. According to the insurance company, the chasers will pressure you to sign a contract as soon as possible, book an appointment, and even make a down payment.
Kind of threatens with the fact that there's going to be delays, maybe some red flags that you want to be concerned with. By all means, take caution of allowing someone to go up on your roof, in particular someone that you don't know or that you haven't had a chance to verify whether they're a reputable company.
If you're thinking about having storm damage repairs, Christofferson recommends using a locally based company and doing your research before signing anything. And if you need help uncovering fraud and corruption in your community, call our whistleblower hotline, and we'll do our best to get to the bottom of it. Call 237-6576 and leave your tip. A member of our investigative team will get on the case and go to work to expose the truth.
The Diverging Diamond project on 8th Street in Moorhead is a step closer to completion. Drivers can now head north on 8th Street. You're supposed to follow the signs and arrows to work your way through the project. Vehicles now cross to the left side of the road just south of the bridge and cross back to the right side. MnDOT officials say they expect the southbound lanes and new ramps scheduled to open in mid-September. Tonight on Valley News Live 10 at 10, we're going to take a look at how you're supposed to navigate this zigzaggy road.
Can't wait for it to be done, right?
Yeah.
Ever heard of an augmented reality sandbox? Later on Valley News Live at 6, what it is and how it's impacting what we know about geography.
And a high today of 82 degrees, still about 5 degrees above our normal for this time of year, and we did stay dry. We're going to see more of the same for tomorrow, then a change in our weather pattern. Details next.
You're watching Valley News Live on TV, online, and on the go. Always on, wherever you are, whenever you need to know. Valley News Live.